Chapter 5. "Hi!" cried Wiglaf. As the dragon raised him higher and higher, she started squeezing harder. Wiglaf felt dizzy with fear. Edith seemed determined to squeeze the very life out of him. He felt himself go limp in the dragon's claw. Edith brought Wiglaf close to her face. "Why would you be asking me such a question?" she demanded. "Why?" Wiglaf managed. Just making conversation, that is all. I wouldn't be because your headmaster ordered you to find lots of gold for Count Up So High, would it? Edith asked. "It wouldn't be because you planned to steal gold from me, would it?" No, Wiglaf cried. I swear it. Before he thought better of it, another question popped out of his mouth. But how do you know about our headmaster and Count Up So High? "I know everything," Wiglaf, Edith shouted. "And you won't find any gold in my cave. I don't keep cash around the house anymore. It isn't safe, not with crooks like Count Up So High on the loose. I put all my gold into the stock market ages ago." "See? I told you Count Up So High was a crook," Jack cried from below. Then he turned toward the dragon. "The stock market won't be invented for hundreds of years." "Then I guess I got into the market at the right time, huh?" Alice replied. Wiglaf felt her loosen her grip still more. It was good to breathe again. "Headmaster Mordred said we must find all the gold we can," Erica told the dragon. "He said we are to take it to Castle Cashialad by tomorrow at midnight. Then Headmaster Mordred is a fool," Edith said. Wiglaf felt her grip loosen even more, and "Aye!" Wiglaf cried as the dragon let go of him entirely. He hit the ground with a thud. "Oof!" he yelped as his breath was knocked out of him. "Hasta la vista, babies," Edith cried. Wiglaf felt a rush of wind as she flapped her wings and flew off. He raised his head and watched her soar into the sky. Then suddenly, boom, the dragon seemed to explode in midair. A huge canopy of sparks lit the sky in the spot where she had been. And when the sparks flicked out, the sky was empty. Erica and Angus rushed over to where Wiglaf lay. Jack was right on their heels. "Are you all right, Wiglaf?" Erica asked, bending over him. I think so," Wiglaf managed. "I shall let you know in about a week." Erica stood up. "You are very brave facing that dragon, Jack," she said. "Thanks," said Jack. "So are you," Wiglaf groaned. "What about Tim? Was there no one to say that he was brave for having survived a close encounter with Edith?" "I suppose you are not a demon after all," Angus told Jack. Wiglaf thought he sounded a bit disappointed. "No, I'm a boy," Jack said, "just like you." Wiglaf heard a bell ringing far away. At least he hoped the bell was ringing. For if it was not, then he had a serious head injury. "What's that?" Jack asked. "The diner bell," Erica said. She gazed at him for a moment. Then she added, "Jack, are you sure you do not have the plague?" "I'm sure," Jack replied. "Then come back to the castle with us," Erica said. "I want you to meet Headmaster Mordred. I want you to convince him that you are from the future, and that the world is not going to end tomorrow night." Wiglaf lay where he was. He watched Erica and Jack walk toward the DSA, chatting. He wondered how much it was going to hurt when he tried to get up. On a scale of 1 to 10, he guessed it would be about 15. Angus appeared. He held out a hand. Wiglaf grabbed it. Slowly, Angus pulled him to his feet. Are you badly hurt? Angus asked him. Are your bones broken? I think not, Wiglaf said. Yet I am very sore. Together, the two made their way slowly toward the Dragon Slayer's academy. I guess Jack is not a demon, Wiglaf said as they reached the drawbridge. No, said Angus, a demon would have put up a much better fight against the dragon. The two boys made their way to the DSA dining hall. On the way, they passed the Modred's office. They heard the voices inside. Jack, Erica was saying, I should like to present our headmaster, Modred the Marvelous. Angus cracked open the door to the headmaster's office. He and Wiglaf slipped inside. Pray, Jack, Erica said, tell Sir Modred where you come from. I come from New York, Jack said, from a city 1,000 years in the future, from the year 1099. Modred's violet eyes bulged as he stared at Jack. He softly scratched the hair that grew on the back of his neck. How could you be from the future? Modred asked. The prophecy is that the world is going to end at the end of 999. But the world isn't going to end then. Jack told Modred, I'm going to be taking a history test the first week of the year 2000. Jack frowned. Wiglaf thought he looked worried. Then Jack added, if I ever make it back to 1099, that it is. If the world is not going to end at the end of 999, Modred said, then pray, why would Count Upswai tell us to give him all our gold? Take a wild guess, said Jack. Look, I read about this Count Upswai. The history books say he was a big crook. Wiglaf saw that Modred's face was turning a very dangerous shade of red. You are mistaken, the headmaster cried. I do not give gold to crooks. To do so would mean that I was stupid. He glared at Jack. Do you think I'm stupid? Jack thought for a moment. Well, maybe not stupid, he said at last. More like totally clueless. What? Modred roared. I will not tolerate such rudeness. Up to the dungeon with you. The headmaster grabbed him by the front of his shirt. Hey, Jack yelled, let go of me. But Modred held on tight. Jack tried to pull away. Then, Jack's shirt tore down the middle. Jounce, said Wiglaf. Yoicks, said Angelus. Gadzooks, said Erica. Look at his tunic.